Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara. Whether you're new or returning, this video, y'all, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. First of all, y'all see the tree is there. It's Moses and makeup. I'm drinking my new substitute for Euphoria. It is the 14 Hands Winery Unicorn Rose Bubbles. I'm gonna need it for this video. I don't wanna do this. Like, y'all know I don't wanna do this. I even consulted with Dr. Ash, like, hey, how many palettes haven't you used? She talking about some 1 or 2. So if you wanna see the eyeshadow palettes that I have not used, not even swatched. Some of them are like brand new though. I'm trying to make it better. I'm trying to make it better, y'all. Keep watching this video. Please feel free to let me know what you think, because I know what I think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if sometimes you're a bit obsessive about it and you just want to connect with other people that feel the same way and are trying to do better, such as myself, consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So this is day 19 of Frizzmas, and I know, like, y'all been asking for a collection video. I didn't do it last year for eyeshadow. I did it for everything else but eyeshadow, which is a mess. So I'm gonna try to do that soon. I did just go through my entire collection though and pull out palettes I have not touched for various reasons. So I'm gonna cut to some footage right now from my phone. So this is it, y'all. These are the palettes. We're about to go through them all. Y'all can roast me. Y'all can, because this is about honesty and loyalty. Anybody know where that came from? Basketball Wives. All right, here we go. Let's do this, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, y'all, because this isn't gonna get any easier. Annabelle's back there. She's already judging, and so is Jack. So I'm not sure why, but these went on sale at some point. Not sure when, because it wasn't Black Friday, but there was a sale. And I was like, yes, I'm getting it, because whenever I decide to use it, because I haven't even swatched it, so expiration date in my book is still great. Whenever I decide to use Leela, it's gonna be a great day. Neutrals and purples, browns and purples. This is my thing. I'm excited about this. Not mad. I feel like I got them 2 for 1. I'm not upset about these. So, you know, you're gonna hear a lot of rationalization in here, but I'm just saying, Sunset, my colors here, okay? Not mad. I love you. I'm sorry I haven't used you. I will, and I promise. It's my promise to you. Those are my Tashas. Here's the thing, because you know I'm not getting, baby Biba, mini Biba. I'm not getting that, because that's a mess. Moving on. Let's go with the Viseart palettes. Now, granted, these just came. Haven't had a chance. Haven't had the opportunity. But I just felt like I just needed to get to know Viseart. So we got palettes, y'all, because they had a very, very nice sale. So this is the Soleil La Plage. Nice little beachy palette. Had my eye on this for a long time. Had it in carts, several carts. Finally got me. It got me. But no, it wasn't just that. No, it wasn't just that. Couldn't do that. Couldn't just be like, this is the one. I also felt like I needed to get the spritz edit. I'm into it. Still into it. Don't regret it. I mean, they just came last week, so it's like too soon for me to regret it. The Viseart palettes, I think, have the longest shelf life of anything in my collection, so I could go ahead and use this in 2 years. We've got the Bijouette. This is like their rainbow version. Okay, give me 1 second. Beautiful. Love that it's got the colorful shades with the neutral mattes. I'm into that these days. I think the Viseart palettes really will get some use in my collection, so I'm not upset about that either. I might not be upset about anything. I'm just upset that I don't have more than 2 eyes. 2 more from Viseart because 3 would not suffice. I had to get the Paris edit. Cute. Look at that. It's petite. I'm going to have a video on my Viseart stuff. And then I had to get the Petite Force in Peridot because I do like greens. And look at this little situation. I need all this out the tub. But that's the little green one right there. Let me get him out the tub so we can have more privacy. I'll be right back. I ran out of the unicorn stuff. So Sutter Home Sweet Red. I had to move on. And KKW Beauty. Don't be like, oh, I understand why you didn't use that, because we're not doing that. Now, this is the Classic 2 palette that I actually revamped, which is very cute because I revamped this shade. You know what? Let me leave this palette out this week because I'm not getting rid of it. I like my KKW Beauty palettes. Oh, thank you. Now, the other KKW Beauty palette that I have, and I know I got these on sale as well. But see, sales don't matter when you got a pile like I have. Doesn't matter then. This is cute. This is the, what is this, Sepia Sunset? This is a cute palette. I know I've swatched it, but you know what? I'm gonna have to get it together because this is a cute palette. So cute that I haven't used it. How cute is that? It doesn't even matter now. I've waited so long that she no longer has a brand. What's Up Beauty. Now, What's Up Beauty sent me everything in their collection. I did not get a chance to do a video because I was doing other things. I think this palette might be low-key cute. This is the Desert Monsoon palette. Look at that. Look at these shades here. Reminds me a little bit of Adept. It's got some beautiful shimmers. And they have some neutrals here, which I wasn't feeling when I got it, but I'm kind of feeling it now. I'll have to try it out. I have to try it out. This makes no sense. This is the Jaguar palette. This palette is cute and I already know it's gonna be good. Look at this, y'all. Look at these shades. I haven't even touched this because you know what I like to do is I take pictures of all of my makeup before I even touch it. Once I take the pictures, we can go ahead and swatch. But if I don't take pictures, I don't swatch, I don't touch. If I feel like I'm gonna mess over it and only use it one time, I will not mess over makeup. I've messed over enough. So, but I do have great plans to use this. It's never too late. Like this palette was probably one of her best this year. And while we're talking about Miss Huda, I've got here with me the, not because I don't want to use it, I just haven't gotten to it yet, the Rose Quartz, which I roasted. I roasted it till I saw it in person or till I saw it on YouTube reviews. This palette is so gorgeous. It still looks ashy in the camera. Look at extra ashy. You want to get a juice box? Okay, can you close my door? Very excited to use this. You know, sometimes I just want to give things their due time, but then what happens is they don't get any time. I'm not sure why, but Juvia, her place is not calling me. I don't know why. I said this before. I have the Wahala 1, I have the Wahala 2. I even started using some of my Juvia's Place palettes to remix my other palettes.
Can I walk for dessert?
Can you?
This is your last time asking for minutes.
It's my last time asking.
Today, not tomorrow.
Oh, I have a limit? First of all.
Is that?
Yeah, you have a piece.
2?
Yeah, why not? Anybody ask what I ate for dinner? You know what I ate? Air and Sweet Red. Juvia, I don't know why, because this is a really cute palette. And they have really nice. How many pieces did you have?
3.
You had 3? No, how many pieces did you eat?
3.
Then you eat 1.
2.
You eat 1.
No!
Let me explain something.
I
4.
want 1.
Everybody gets 4. Okay, eat 1 and then we'll see.
I don't want 1.
You know what? I don't have time for that.
My 2 pieces.
1.
No!
You know, everybody got 4 pieces. But guess how many pieces I got?
1.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going out there because they can work it out. I need to use this. This is the Saharan 2, and this palette is so cute. Like, you know what? Maybe this will be the one that I keep, because something stops me from getting rid of this palette every single time. All right, let's move on. Glam Shop. This is the Totally Nude palette. I've got a lot of Glam Shop. It is a Totally Nude palette. I think this is great, but I think what deterred me from filming the video, first of all, it's an all shimmer palette, and then they came out with a separate matte palette. They should have just came out with one palette, because I don't like all that. I just know I don't anymore. I'm just over it. Like, you know what? Let me just take back everything I just said, because the Glam Shop mattes are just okay. So I would have preferred to use, this would be a great palette to use with like Biba or something like that. But then like the whole issue came out with the cultural appropriation, and then I just never did anything with it. So that's it for Glam. Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize by Charlotte Tilbury. Bought this spring Sephora sale. I'm gonna use this one though, because I just used, in my Friday video, I just used the Smoky Eyes to Hypnotize palette, and Smoky Eyes are forever, I'm sorry. I really like this color story a lot better because it has the purples here. They're all shades I can use, and they're just super, super easy. I think not what took me so long, but I was doing a lot with indie and like vibrant colors, and then Charlotte just seemed, I was like, come on, Char, like give me something else. But I'm kind of into the Char looks right now, so that's where I'm at with that. We've got the Nomad Cosmetics Harajuku Tokyo palette. Why haven't I used this? Probably because I don't really seem to go for a lot of pastels. Let's pull this one out in the spring. I think this is one of the classic Nomad palettes, you know? Moving on. We've got the Tetris palette. This was an end of the year gift from one of my students, and because I cannot stand to mess over eyeshadow, I personally don't know what I'm gonna do with an 80 pan eyeshadow palette. I think the shades, now I've never tried NYX eyeshadow, but I think like you have every single shade that you would need for a lifetime here. You've got grungy, you got neutral, you got pink, purple, you know what I mean? You have every single color. They have these little cute looks that you can do, and I think the whole theme was so great, like with the Tetris and matching it up. I don't know if anybody is interested in a palette this large, but the way that I have been, and it's been pretty consistent, like even some of the 20 pan palettes now, I'm just like, this is too much. But like, I think the biggest palettes that I have used are the Norvina palettes. I can't. You want to say hi to everybody with your no shirt? Hold on, hold on. Come on. Because I can't.
Merry Christmas.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened today? Because today was a great day for you.
I had a big party.
Come here, they can't see you. They can't see you. They can't see you.
And I gave a note to Pastor Julius.
Oh, yes.
I said, did you read it yet 2 times?
And what did he say?
He said, I haven't.
He might not have had a chance. Do you need some lotion? Because I don't understand like why you're scratching like that. Let me get his guac chips. If y'all haven't tried the Tostitos guacamole chips, August is in love with those guac chips, and they are very...
Can you rub some on my back?
The guac chips are very delicious, not nutritious. You're gonna have a needy, whoever you end up marrying. I feel bad because I do a lot. All right, let's move on to Unearthly Cosmetics, formerly Alien Cosmetics. The Bunnies palette. I'm gonna use this one, y'all. Yo, no, I'm using this one. This, it's happening. So what happened was, by the time I got this palette, the palette was out of stock. I was like, okay, she said she was gonna restock it. So I was like, I'm gonna wait until I find out the restock date, especially since I have a code. Like, I don't wanna show a whole bunch of stuff and then people can't get it. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait. So she randomly restocked it, like, Bunnies has a restock, and I was like, so I just never got a chance to film with it. I do plan on using this though, so it's not something I'm gonna get rid of, but I did feel bad about not using it because then it came back in stock again. I don't know if it was for Black Friday or whatever, but at that point, I'm up to my nose in stuff by choice. Then we had the Witching Hour. Now the Witching Hour is beautiful too, but by the time I got this one sent to me, Halloween was over and people were looking more towards holiday type releases, where this is a beautiful palette that I felt like was more fall themed. And so I just really didn't get a chance. Holiday seems to start in October. So when I'm getting this, whenever I got it sometime in November, it's like we are already moved on in the beauty world. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, we can use anything whenever we want. So I'm not saying that's deterring me. I'm just saying there's just other things that I am gravitating towards using right now. So the newest thing that I've gotten that just came today, so I don't want to be like, oh, I haven't used it. This video is going to come next week. I chose to get the Smells Like Holiday Spirit collection. There's 2 coming out. I can't remember what the other one's called. And actually really excited to try this because lately I haven't been into like the real colorful looks, and I want to see how I can make this work with my current eyeshadow vibe. And that's why this inspires me. I picked the collection based on the name Smells Like Holiday Spirit because it is a like play on the Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit song, which I really like. And I also love just the packaging, and she has on like the plaid, you know, uniform skirt, like Clueless. I love that style. So that's why I picked it. It came with 3 lipsticks, so be prepared. There will be a video for this one this week, but really excited to try this one out. So I will say that. That's it for Alien Cosmetics. Now we've got 2 Tom Ford palettes. When I went to the cosmetics company store, I was able to get these for like 60% off. So they were like 40 bucks a piece. If you are not familiar with Tom Ford eyeshadow quads, they are $90 or $89, which means $90. And over this holiday season, I've acquired several. This is Daydream. This is the purple one, which I'm really excited to have. The other one that I've acquired is Body Heat. Really excited to have Body Heat because this was Mel Thompson's favorite Tom Ford quad. And I was really excited to get my hands on this for 40 bucks. Let's go into a little bit of ColourPop, shall we? I have 4 palettes by ColourPop. Now the first one I know is a great one. Angelica Nyquist always talks about this. This is the Lush Life palette. Maybe I'll wait until the summertime. Once I got it and I wasn't compelled to use it, I was like, let's just put it away. Just save it. I have the Orchid Unite. ColourPop has some massive sale, and then I just decided, let me just get all this ColourPop stuff. This one is really beautiful. One of the content creators that I like to watch, her name is Brianna Faye. She does really great looks with ColourPop, and you wouldn't even know I'm saying it was a ColourPop palette, but ColourPop doesn't have bad quality. You know what I mean? It's just, I actually like this palette a lot, and I got the little eye sticks to go with it, so I do think I'm probably going to use it. I have the 2 blushes that go with it as well, which I love the blushes that go with it. Like, I do use those. Now, I also got the Tinkerbell palette because the first time it came out, I did not get it. I was like, nope, I'm good. But when it went on sale, I was like, this palette is super cute. I still think it's super cute. And I love the packaging. I like Tinkerbell. I like Disney. I like Marvel. Anything like that. So you know I'm going to get the child and all that stuff. Anything other than that for ColourPop next year, I'm kind of just like, I don't know. I also have the Baroque palette, which I know my friend Dr. Ash really likes. And for some reason, like, she was the inspiration for me getting it. Cool tone, but deep. Could be semi-grungy. I think out of all of the palettes that came out in this collection, the Baroque palette was the best one. Surprisingly, this palette is probably a lot different than other palettes in my collection. This next brand is a brand that is going to be on my list to try in 2022. I'm not sure when I'm going to try it. Didn't know how quickly I would get the palettes though. This is Tammy Tanuka. And I actually ordered 3 palettes, but they gave me 2 of the Toad palettes, so I'm trying to get that resolved. This Languid Toad palette, I really love this vibe here. Like, Pat could do this, and I don't know what Pat's doing, but she could do something like this and it would be beautiful. Really excited to try this brand. It is one of the ones that I heard about not right away, but it almost seems like just a really, really special eyeshadow brand, almost like Cleona. So I was really excited to do this, and based on the eyeshadows coming from Russia, I just wasn't sure. This is the Playful Snake palette. Now, I will tell you that palettes this size are kind of right up my alley right now, but I really wanted the mini chinchilla, so I am trying to get that together. I don't know when I'm gonna try them. It might not be like before Christmas because I just want to wait until I can like really dedicate some time, but they are included in palettes I have not tried yet in my collection. So next we have the Glam Light Cake palette. Something I got on sale, and I said to myself, I have the Ice Cream Dream. I have now the Blend Bunnies palette. I even have that Viseart palette. So do I need this one? The answer is no, I don't. Is it beautiful? Yes. Is the formula great? Yes. Do I like Glam Light? Yes. I actually don't even mind the packaging of this, and I just know that this is going to be a great palette. But how often do I do looks with these colors is the first thing. I mean, I know maybe these, yeah, maybe the purples and the brown, even the cranberry shades I would use, but a lot of these seem very similar to what's in Ice Cream Dream. So until I know that I'm gonna use it, I'm going to just leave it where it is. The other thing is this one's a bit difficult, I think, to sell because Glam Light has great sales. This might be something that I should just kind of try out, maybe use it as a companion palette, use it as a palette for a pop of color. Just try to be creative in the usage of the palette so that it doesn't go completely to waste. Oh no. Next we have the Alice in Wonderland. It's the British Museum and ZZ collab for Alice in Wonderland. Of course, I had to get all three. If you look at this packaging, the packaging is worth the palette. It's not a extremely expensive palette, but I do have all three. They're $35 a piece on Amazon. I was not super interested in this at the time because I had been doing a lot of bold colors, and the other two palettes in the collection are very bold. But right now I'm kind of like, I should give this a try because I do like the other two palettes. They work beautifully. And why not? This one might be my least favorite. Ooh, wait a minute, this color's nice. It's not gonna be the most pigmented palette. I do think you can use these two outer shades for a blush. It might have just been more of the packaging and just having the whole thing, to be honest. But I've not pulled any of those palettes out since I did a video. I don't feel great about that. Well, let's continue on, shall we? We've got the BH Crystal Zodiac palette. I think I got on this train because I found one of these palettes at TJ Maxx for like $8. But this palette you couldn't get everywhere. I know that these Crystal Zodiac palettes are really good. They are. The other one that I have is really good. So then I wanted this one, the Crystal Zodiac, because I just thought these shades were just amazing. If you look, you see you've got these marbly shades and they're just beautiful. And the layout is cool, but at the same time it's like a lot. I haven't used this. I'm not gonna swatch it or fool with it. That's it for that. How embarrassing. Next we have the Sigma Untamed palette. Now this is a gift. This was a gift from my friend Kelly from Keep Beauty Real. This palette I think is probably bomb, like, to be honest. Like, look at the color story. I just didn't get a chance. This is on my list to use for real. I don't know what was happening or why I didn't use it. I don't know if I'm ready to give this up. No, I don't know if I am. I know that the Sigma shadows are really good. Let me show y'all what else I haven't used. This is the Nars Climax eyeshadow palette. We're gonna call it the C palette. Apparently this palette is the bee's knees. Great shimmers, great mattes. Fall is over, but I'm gonna have to pull this out. I'm not gonna get rid of this one because I know that I would use every single shade. This palette is really right up my alley as far as color story. Everyday neutrals, kind of like camo a little bit. There's like a really nice blue. So I'm looking forward to using this. I also have the Norvina number 4 palette. I call this the spring palette. I think I really got this because I had the other ones. The other ones were on BoxyCharm for like 24 bucks. And then I definitely loved the Norvina 5. The Norvina 2, the orange one, I tried to depot and then it got destroyed. So I ordered it again with BoxyCharm. But this is gonna be a good one. I know this isn't a lot of people's favorites. Lots of neutrals in here. It's gonna be really nice for the spring. I am gonna keep it. I think the quality of the Norvina palettes is really nice. I will say that in retrospect, with the Norvina palettes, some of the shades are super close and they could be edited down to maybe 15 shades. It's not necessary. Some of these palettes do include 1 or 2 pressed glitters. I'm not gonna use them. That's just something to think about for Norvina 6 if that comes out. Let's go to Lunar Beauty. So the Lunar Beauty thing happened because there was a sale and with 3 of the palettes. So I have Moonspell, which is gorgeous. I really love it. This was my first purchase from Beauty Bay. I have the Strawberry Dream palette. One of these shades is kind of broken, but look at that. That's gonna be really nice. It's just not the type of look I'm going for right now. I like the Lunar Beauty eyeshadow formula. I think it's really, really nice. So this winter, the one palette that I'm gonna be pulling out is the Eternal Eclipse palette. You've got these icy blues and you have some neutrals. Yes, it's embarrassing that I haven't used it, but I have heard some really, really great things about this one. So really excited. It's kind of like cool but warm at the same time. I could really see me going for a palette like this. Now the other palette that I have is Moonspell Volume 2. Since I was able to get my hands on Volume 1, I wanted to get Volume 2. And I really like Moonspell Volume 1. This is more of the kind of red, purpley eyeshadow color story. By the time I was gonna review it, I was doing something else. Another brand that's probably gonna be on my 2022 list is Lethal Cosmetics. I've had the Berlin collection. I ordered it when it came out. Was very excited, still very excited to try this palette. Just for some reason, it just got swept back. This is a palette I plan on using. I'm very excited. I'm not sure if this one is a limited edition or not. I was going to try Lethal earlier this year with the Teresa is Dead eyeshadow palette, but I realized that I was not really into that color story at the time, so I sold it, but I kept the eyeliners. But this one, I love this. Such a great variety of shades, and I'm really excited to try Lethal. I've been excited to try them, so I'm not sure when I'll get to it, but I will. I have the liners to go with it. This is a German brand, so the whole Berlin 89 inspiration I thought was really cool. So this is gonna be on the list, y'all. It might be with 2022. We're almost done. We're gonna go next with Heart of Fantasia palette by Pretties for Your Face Cosmetics. The Never Ending Story is one of my favorite movies, and they had a really, really big sale, and I was like, I'm gonna get that one. This is definitely a companion palette. I do have some single eyeshadows by them, but I love this. I mean, the shades, you got Falcor, Chop Like Empress, Atreyu, Rockbiter, The Nothing. If you watch, I mean, look right here. If you've seen Never Ending Story, if you know what I'm talking about, you're showing your age, but you know what I'm saying, me too. But this, I could not. They have a Christmas Story palette too. I didn't get that one. I need to just keep this out because again, this is a companion palette for me and I'd love to see how this works. I have a quad by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Rebel. Okay, it's not. This is the Queen of Glow. I have the Rebel though. This is one that I haven't used. I'm sure I'm gonna pull it out, but what are we watching? Oh, what are we watching? Okay, you think about it. These shades are shades I have in those new bigger palettes. So yeah, that was kind of I don't know if it was a waste or what, but yeah, these are nice, but you know. I have the Rebel. The Rebel is a gray quad. It's all gray. I don't know where that is. I thought that's what this was, but it's not, so that's even sadder. Let's end it off with Melt, y'all. Melt Cosmetics. Now, this palette right here is the Impulsive palette. I don't know. I got this on eBay for like 35 bucks. I don't know why I won't use this. I did swatch it too, so I might as well use it. That's sad. But maybe it's just too much. I don't know. I just...
Can we put this behind you?
No, I don't want that behind me. I don't want that behind me. I don't. Now look at my camera. No, look now. I don't know if it's because it's chunky. I'm not sure why I haven't used it, but I haven't. I also have the infamous Millennial Pinks. I am going to use this. I think the color story is so interesting, but I do know I think the shimmers might be trash. So I can work with that. And I might end up doing a little bit of remixing. We'll see how the mattes are. But if the shimmers aren't good, I got shimmers I can put in here. Shouldn't have to do that though. But I thought this color story was great. You've got the pinks and the grays. But if the mattes are my normal Melt mattes, I will come up with a solution for the shimmers. I will. Last but not least, this is an oldie but goodie, but I just have not sat down to use it yet. This is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. And when Sephora had their VIB sale back in the spring, the very last day, for some reason Gemini was in stock and I got it. I did swatch all over this. I will not get rid of this. Not considering getting rid of this.
Can I go use your weights?
You can use those. I don't know. I gotta dedicate some time to this one. Like I said, I know the shimmers aren't great, and actually the Kaleidos Flower Punk palette has some of these shades right here, but there's just something about Melt. Well, I love me some Melt, but y'all know. So Maury Mary poses, even though that palette is nice. You know, I don't know. I think about it now, like, even though I like that they did something different, I'm not sure. I like these types of palettes. They're sleek. I like when they have the embossing. They didn't do it in this one. I like the way the pans are shaped. It's just very signature to Melt, and it's cool to do like something different. So I'm not knocking them for that. I am knocking them for the price of that collection. But even though that palette was great, I would have loved to see that palette, 2 palettes with this style. Kind of like the Amore Eternal collection that I only have half of because they won't restock Muerte for whatever reason. You know what? Let me say this. If they would have restocked Muerte, people would have paid the regular price. They wouldn't have had to put it on sale. It's just my take on it. Not sure why those colors can't be replaced, but you know what? I am not a business owner. But I'll tell you what, I'll be damned that people are selling my palette on Macari for $250 and $350 and $400 and the whole collection for $800 and the Beetlejuice, and they're getting my money. I'm gonna bring it back. And that's how I feel. And that's it for this video. I understand how this looks. It looks frivolous. It looks careless. It looks excessive. I need to sit down and figure out what I'm gonna do with this stuff, because I'm not gonna let it sit and just not be used. I wish that I had people in my family or friends that are makeup enthusiasts the way I am, because I have no problem giving it to people. It's a lot here, and it just makes me think, like, what are you doing with your life? It's just a reality. So let me know what you think about the video. You know, part of this is reflecting, being honest, and being transparent, because I'm not getting, I mean, I could see if somebody was getting all this stuff in PR and they just didn't get a chance to get to it, but I'm not. And a couple things, but I'm really not. And I think it's important for me to be honest, because, like, what's the point if you're not honest? That's how I feel. And I think it will help continue to shape my purchasing behaviors. I stated in a previous video, I'm not exactly happy, because I did say last year, like, I need to be more choosy. I need to be more this. Like, I'm not going to be buying this. And I did buy it. And I think halfway through the year, when I did the makeup regrets video, I continued to buy makeup, and I honestly don't regret any of the stuff that I bought, but it's still too much. So it's more than, am I gonna regret what I purchased? It's, am I gonna be able to use what I purchased? Because I don't regret like any of these things. I'm like, let me pull this out. But like, do I really have the time? Will I be able to use it more than once? Like, these are real questions and they need real answers. That's just what I'm thinking about. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me on this day of Frizzmas and another edition of Mimosas and Makeup. I do feel comfortable being honest with you all, because what happened with me and getting into makeup was really like a whirlwind situation. And knowing the type of personality that I have, where I get like really hooked on certain things, it happens in every aspect of my life. So this is no different. So when I look at my collection and see what I've accumulated in a little over 2 years, it's a bit much, you know what I mean? And it's just a way for me to look back as well and be like, girl, like, no, you know, you didn't use this, you didn't use this, you didn't use this. Like, what can we do next time to make it better? Because the thing is if you don't learn from it, then why are we doing this, you know? So anyway, I do hope this was therapy for you, because this damn sure was for me. So until I see you again tomorrow, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see you then. Bye.